Hey, it's Matt Selhorst, Boat Dealer Profits. In the previous videos, we've talked a lot about lead generation. We've talked about two-step marketing. We've talked about unique selling propositions. We've talked about follow-up. Today, I want to kind of step away from what I teach in the system specifically. I've got a lot of great business building systems. Today, I want to talk a little bit about mindset, a little bit about attitude. It's something that some mentors of mine call the power of zero. It's just a way of thinking about your business. Hopefully everybody's got goals in their business. Hopefully you've got goals for your salespeople that they know and that they're held accountable to. Hopefully you've got personal goals. Your service department's got goals. If you've got a marina, your storage area has goals. All of that is extremely important. So think about what your goals are. For me personally, here's a, I don't know, kind of an exercise I like to go through. My goal is to sell X number of boats a month. To get your mind thinking big instead of thinking small, instead of thinking, well, how can I sell one extra boat a month? Think about, add a zero to whatever number. So if your goal is to sell 10 boats a month for your dealership, add a zero to that. What would you have to do to sell 100 boats a month? Change the way that your mind is thinking about how to solve those problems. If your goal is to make $100,000 net profit in your business, what's it going to take to make $1 million? How can you do it? Now, that changes your mindset from thinking, well, how can I sell an extra boat here and there, to how can I reinvent my business? How can I make my business, how do I say this? How can I make my business the way I would dream it to be? How can I make my business my perfect business? So that makes you think in a lot different way. It also, by asking those questions, it gets your mind working. It gets your subconscious thinking bigger. It gets your subconscious thinking about not how to sell that one extra boat every month, but it starts thinking about how can I change my business? How can I expand my business in a way that's going to have significant impacts? The other thing it does, if you go from 100 boats to 1,000 boats or 10 boats to 100 boats, whatever it is, even if you come up short, let's say that your goal is 10, even if you sell 20, you've doubled your revenue, probably doubled your profit, or even more than doubled your profit because of fixed costs. But going through that exercise, it gets your mind thinking different. Even if you come up short, you still are significantly past what you probably have set for a goal for yourself. It also, when you start doing this exercise with your salespeople, with your managers, with your service department, it gets them thinking bigger as well. Complacency is common in the boat business. You know, most boat dealers have been around for a long time. A lot of family dealerships out there. I don't know what your situation is, but if you had somebody in the job for 10, 15, 20 years, my guess is day to day they're doing the same exact thing. They haven't opened up their mind to how can we really change things? How can we grow? Not, well, here's an idea. Well, we tried that 10 years ago and it didn't work. Well, did you try it the right way? Did you implement things properly? Times have changed. Consumers have changed. Technology has changed. Those are all things that can get your people, your employees, thinking bigger. It also, when they start hearing the president of the company, they start hearing the general managers talk about, we're going to try to do this, and just these, you know, BHAG goals, big, hairy, audacious goals, it gets everybody thinking different. So I encourage you to add that zero. Get your team thinking bigger. Get yourself thinking bigger. We're going to talk in the next video about massive action. Thinking's great. Planning's great. Getting your mind thinking bigger is great. Getting your subconscious going is great. But ultimately you have to do, and that's what we're going to get to in the next video. Again, this is all mindset stuff. We touch a little bit on it in some of the bonuses in the system, but this is really just stuff. This is free information for you. Start thinking about that. How can you use the power of zero in your dealership to really expand it? The wintertime, we all know the boat business is slow in the wintertime. This is a perfect time to get your mind thinking, to get your goals down, to get your sales staff, your managers, your general managers, your service department, all thinking bigger to build your profit come the summertime. Again, this is Matt at Boat Dealer Profits. Systems available. Click on the link in your email. We'll see you next week.